It's all part of the tradition of the club. Jorge Gonzalez is making sure everything is ship-shape. And the second half begins with Juventus attacking the goal to our left. 1-0 they lead. Goal from Mario Mandżukić. Just to confirm, Chiellini is on, so is Barzagli and Lichtsteiner over there in the right-back position. Also see Douglas Costa, exciting addition to the Juventus squad. Obviously with Bayern in Germany.
When he first went to Bayern, he was absolutely electric. But he just sort of dropped off a little bit, didn't he, Derek?
He did in his second season for sure, Paul. Quite enjoy himself under Carlo Ancelotti to the extent that he did when Pep Guardiola was in charge. Sami Khedira is also on the pitch in this half. Juventus quite happy to change things. So Roma.
Yeah, it'll be interesting how long he lets them go. The Roma players. Way too early, in my opinion, to be playing 90 minutes.
Giorgio Chiellini, his defensive bulwark. A little flick by Khedira. Bala's pass out towards Douglas Costa. Khedira. Douglas Costa, who loves to get the ball onto his left foot. And it comes, but De Rossi is in a position to tidy up. Pjanic, former Roma player. Alexandro, his pass set the table for Mandžukić to score. The lone goal up to this point and off the head of Douglas Costa. Wanted a change. I think most of us who follow German football have known that for a while. When it ends up in the press, when a player is unhappy, usually there's some basis to it.
Yeah, very true. I mean, talk about the football gossip in the off-season. It's been quite something with the Premier League coming in with these massive bids. Talking about PSG with Neymar, it's everybody's guessing what's going to happen. Will Sanchez stay at Arsenal? Will Coutinho leave Liverpool? It's all conjecture.
Kevin Strootman was clipped by Sami Khedira. Yeah. Battle of number sixes.
I didn't think I'd see Strootman in the second half, to be honest. Maybe the coach just wants him to push through a little bit.
Maxime Gonalon is on for Roma in the second half. A 28-year-old defensive midfield player. All the way through the ranks at Olympique Lyonnais. Never played for any other club. And now on board with the Gianni Rossi. Bruno Perez. Džeko. Taking on the role of playmaker for once. Lazio's header on towards Džeko. Alexandro, and the foul by Edin Džeko. Just getting a mild rebuke there from Jorge Gonzalez.
Yeah, just getting a little bit feisty now. There's Džeko just trying to clip it at the heels there of Alexandro.
Sami Khedira didn't have to go to the Confederations Cup with Germany. Joachim Löw playing with a much younger squad, and my goodness, it paid dividends. Douglas Costa. Higuain offside here. That's not going to count. As Dybala netted.
Well, the crowd have not realised it yet, Derek, but most definitely offside. But wonderful one-touch football. In and around this, Douglas Costa coming inside. Plays the ball in here. Higuain just round the corner. He's offside. It's marginal, but he's offside.
Paulo Dybala. He learned his trade at Palermo. 3 years there. I think in April extended his contract until 2022. You can extend your contract, but that doesn't prevent your club from selling you on. However, as we said earlier, Pepe Marotta has made it clear Dybala is not for sale under any circumstances. Bruno Perez and Strootman. Oh, he's rattled the frame of the goal. Hit with ferocity. A let-off for Juventus.
Most certainly was, and that's exactly what Strootman can do with that famous left foot of his. What a strike that was. The crossbar is still rattling, still shaking.
Encouragement for Roma. Been outplayed in the latter part of the first half. Roma try again. Chiellini, a strong header away, only to Gonalon. Chinking run from Perotti towards Dżeko. This was earlier.
Well, there's the strike. He hits that as sweet as possible. Goalkeeper maybe diving, but there's nowhere that he had any chance before. He was nowhere near it. A tremendous strike from Strootman.
Signed a new 5-year deal in May. Kevin Strootman. Two very bad knee injuries in his Roma career. But again now, Nainggolan. He cut something of a peripheral figure in the first half, Raja Nainggolan. Just didn't get going, Paul.
I just wonder whether Gonalon coming on there, he's just plonked himself right in between the two central defenders in the holding run. And what he's done is switched to diamond. It's point forwards now. And what they've done, they've got Strootman and Nainggolan just pushed just up the field. I know it doesn't sound much, but maybe 10, 12 yards further in advance. Maybe just to try and support Dżeko just a little bit.
Different defensive look from Juventus personnel-wise, certainly in the second half. Lichtsteiner on, Chiellini on, Barzagli on. Now, Mandżukić. Bruno Perez has to get back quickly. Mandżukić flashes one in. Unable to connect with Higuain.
Well, he's staring down, hands on hips, staring at Higuain because Mandżukić got in absolutely beautifully on his left foot. He got his head up. They're in cross purposes as far as the runs. Kadir was trying to get in there and help Higuain.
Edin Džeko, the Bosnian diamond, as they call him. Strootman. Nainggolan for Roma. Flighted ball, and Džeko on the volley. Not easy to do that.
No, well, we just spoke about Strootman and Nainggolan playing a little bit further forward to supplement the attack. Beautiful ball out to Džeko. What a fantastic technique that was on the volley with his right foot.
Bruno Perez together with Alexandro.
There's the ball across. Wonderful technique from Džeko. Nainggolan picked him out a treat. He has Strootman just slightly early, just hit it very, very sweetly indeed. But unfortunately for Džeko, right down the bread basket there of the goalkeeper.
As you mentioned earlier, the fixtures are already out for Serie A. Juventus and Roma will meet first of all on the 23rd of December in Turin, and the reverse fixture in Rome, 13th of May.
Just getting a little bit tasty. Gone along there. I personally thought that was a foul. Referee didn't give it. He waved play on. It broke. And then it resulted in this free kick for Roma. It's a long, long way out. I'm not going to say that Colorado's not going to have a pop at Buffon's goal, but it is a long, long way out. What, 40 yards, 38 yards?
And he's got the arms raised. Alexander Kolarov. Strootman trots away. After all that, Kolarov elected not to take it. allowing Perotti to do the honours. Mandżukić. Controlled by Dybala. Here's Higuain. Douglas Costa. Just letting it trickle back towards Barzagli. Whistle's gone.
Well, there's a massive piece of grass there just come up. Very dangerous. Dżeko quite rightly replaces it, because if you roll your ankle, the coach will not be very happy with you.
You see this pitch a lot, Paul. You think it, generally speaking, plays pretty well?
I personally, I mean, having been here with Steve Nicol in years gone by, we laid fields down like this. This is the best field that I've seen. They came in earlier, they patted it down, watered it very, very well. It's a decent service. It's not a great service, don't get me wrong, but it's much better than normal.
Alexandro for Juventus. Runners-up in the UEFA Champions League just a few weeks ago, the final. To embark upon another league campaign and for a 7th straight Scudetto. Who will be able to stop them? That's always the question.
Well, I thought that Roma had got stronger. It looks as though Juventus is going to be as you were, because they've added players also. You know, when you look at, you know, Allegri could probably play a back three again. He could play a back four. He's got those options, as we said earlier in the first half. He'll probably be looking at the squad and wondering what's the best way that I could get the best out of all these players.
Dybala was given something of a roving role. Tried under such circumstances. Our next US Women's National Team Tournament of Champions matches tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. It's on ESPN2. USA against Brazil at Qualcomm Stadium in San Diego. Remember, they lost to Australia in the Tildas the other night. This game against Brazil is going live on the ESPN app as well. Once again, Douglas Costa with that left foot, and out it comes, and somehow it stays out. It fell for Gonzalo Higuain. Alisson looked stranded. 1-0 it remains.
Well, the initial save here is from Costa is very, very poor. That's poor handling from Alisson. But the second save that he makes, he gets up very quickly. Excellent reaction. That's a tremendous second save. Not great goalkeeping initially, but the second save was terrific.
Nice credit to Alisson. Fine reflex action when it was required. Pjanic with the corner. Stefan Lichtsteiner might well be on his way to French football to play for Nice.
Lazy and sloppy there from Costa. You can look all the way along the line of the football. That's what drives coaches crazy. You know, the top player there, they're in the attacking third. He's looked all the way along the line and is in offside position.
It's effectively a 2-year loan deal where Douglas Costa is concerned. From Bayern. There's Gonalon off the head of Barzagli. What a fine servant he has been to Juventus. Andrea Barzagli. 2011 from the German club Wolfsburg. He was a title winner, let's not forget, with Wolfsburg. 2009, team from the Autostadt in Germany. Giorgio Chiellini. Higuain has Douglas Costa on the left-hand side now, but the pass was...
It's a pity. They were able to break the pressure. The high press came in from Roma. They played beyond that high press. Ball came out to Higuain. It should have been a simple pass out to Costa, but he fluffed his lines.
Dybala doing the charging down. To Moreno, one of the squad members of Roma these days. 29-year-old Mexican, previously with PSV in the Netherlands. Chiellini on the ground, bit of afters there.
Well, the friendly has turned into a not so friendly. Coming together with the players. A little bit of handbags at 10 paces. It's probably time where Roma will make some changes now. What we don't want to do, we don't want to get out of hand. There's Dżeko pushing Chiellini out of the way. If he does catch him in the face, it's always a little painful. As he's saying, you know, if you catch somebody in the eye, it's very dangerous. Now everybody's piling on. Mandżukić is putting his 2 penneth in.
The card is telling out. Jorge Gonzalez.
He's taking his time. There's Jorge. He wants to be sure that he gives it to the right person. And there he is. He gives it to Dżeko.
Identified as man, Edin Dżeko. Well, the debate continues between Messrs Dżeko and Chiellini. Giorgio Chiellini clearly didn't like what was being dished out. As you said, Paul, it's going to be substitution time for Roma. Gerson, one of the players to come on. Lorenzo Pellegrini likewise. And Cengiz Ünder scored in his first Roma game earlier in the week. 3-2 win over Tottenham. A reminder, you're watching the International Champions Cup on ESPN, presented by Heineken. The electronic board ready.
I think we might need 2 or 3 electronic boards in the next few moments.
Yeah, Max Allegri's going to make substitutions en masse as well. And we're going to get a look at Federico Bernardeschi, the Juve newcomer, signed from Fiorentina. So here they come. Strootman sees that his number is up. Nainggolan has received the message as well. Gerson, Pellegrini trotting on. Edouard de Frel. His number on the board, but I wonder if that was the right
he's gone.
number. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he's gone.
Cengiz Ünder, the replacement.
Generally around about 60 minutes that coaches make those changes.
As far as Juventus are concerned, Paul, I can tell you Stefano Sturaro will be coming on. So to Rodrigo Bentancur. Seen a little bit of him during the International Champions Cup so far. Kwadwo Asamoah will be given a run. And the aforementioned Federico Bernardeschi. Still just the one goal in this contest, scored by Mario Mandżukić for the Bianconeri. Juventus. To dig in over there. Gerson for Roma. Juve have, I think, got everything organised in their personnel department. It's going to be a goalkeeping change too. Carlo Pinsoglio coming on. That occurred in the last match as well. So Gigi Buffon gets a standing ovation. Well, there were so many neutrals who badly wanted Juventus to win the Champions League last season just for this man.
Much loved figure in world football.
It's something that has eluded him in his career. Champions League trophy, medal.
Yeah, it's a shame. He plays the game in the right manner, with a smile on his face, interacts with the fans, plays the game, as I say, in the right way. Unbelievable goalkeeper.
So on comes Asamoah, and you see the players going off. Mandżukić, the goalkeeper, amongst them. Pjanic, Alexandro. I'm excited to have a look at Bernardeschi. See what he offers in the closing phase of this game. Paulo Dybala, just as popular as Gigi Buffon. It's a pro-Juventus crowd, you've got to say here.
Just slightly. Dybala, he's been absolutely fantastic. His first touch is sensational. The balance that he's shown us.
I think Roma are rather hoping for more supporters in this neck of the woods, because, of course, they are owned by a Bostonian group of investors. President Jim Pallotta has been quite vocal about a number of things this week.
Oh, Jim's very vocal. He's afraid of nobody, Jim.
It's a slight suspicion of handball as it was controlled by Bernardeschi. He once said he would never go to Juventus. He found it unthinkable. Argentina have a fierce rivalry with Juve. Certainly that's the case if you've ever been to Florence. Made the mistake once in a guest house in Florence of telling the owner that whatever you thought of Juventus, whether you were a fan or not, you had to respect them. And the quality of the football, he was having none of that. None of that whatsoever.
Well, personnel changes all over the field for both teams. Nothing's really changing system-wise.
The International Champions Cup on ESPN is presented by Heineken. Open your world, enjoy responsibly. Midway through the second half at Gillette Stadium, Edin Džeko still in the game. Asamoah, the left-hand side of the Juve defence, having taken the place of Alexandro. Highly versatile, Asamoah. Spent 4 years at Udinese.
Powerful player. As you see here, he loves to get forward on this left-hand side.
Passed that time by Bentancur. Rodrigo Bentancur, the Uruguayan, joined officially on the 1st of July from Boca Juniors of Argentina. Well, that option was activated back in April. Initially, he was a make-weight in the Carlos Tevez deal a couple of years ago. Bernardeschi goes to ground. Juventus get on with it. Stefano Sturaro, another player who can fill a variety of positions. All right for Higuain as Roma look to come away with it. Cengiz Ünder taking the fall. Only 20, Cengiz Ünder. Spent last season in Turkey with the shock troops, Başak Şehir. Finished second. Coached by Abdullah Avci, the former national coach of Turkey.
Well, it's to be expected that the game's got a little sloppy. So many changes by the coaches. We understand perfectly why. But the players getting broken up very, very frequently now.
Here's Gonalo. Cengiz. Illegal challenge by Chiellini. And I think he's going to be cautioned. Is he here? Yes.
Yeah. Well, Under with an absolutely fantastic, beautiful ball in, by the way. Fantastic first touch. There's his first touch. And there's Chiellini just going through him. Whether it's a yellow card is debatable. The referee decided it was. It's a little bit closer range for Kolarov. Maybe he will test the goalkeeper this time. We'll see. The new keeper.
It's Carlo Pizzolio now between the posts. He's been on loan at 5 different clubs from Juventus. It's got to be Kolarov this time, you would think. And there's the answer. Kolarov, but against that human barrier. Still feeling his way with his new club, Alexander Kolarov. Dżeko over there on the left. Gonalon. Dżeko showing for it, just peeled off. Edin Dżeko. What can they conjure here, Roma? Sort of an equaliser. Cengiz Ünder made his way into the box. He was richly praised for his performance against Tottenham. I think you're going to enjoy his style of play, Paul. Cengiz Ünder.
Yeah, they think very highly of him. He's very mobile, technically superb.
Bruno Perez, the recipient of the free kick. Gerson. It's been a well-organised Juventus. Moved on by Bruno Perez. Cengiz Ünder. Bruno Perez again, right beside the touchline. How to play it goes. Grinds to a halt for Roma now. Bruno Perez. An accident there. See where he landed.
I think he slipped on the boards. See the plastic boards there. Just lost his footing. Looks like he's going to be okay.
He's trying to move around one or two things. Eusebio Di Francesco.
He's barking out some orders. He will see. I think we'll just see him lose his footing. There it is on the plastic. I thought as much.
Yeah, a bit like a skating rink down there.
Yes.
Chiellini for Asamoah. Juventus have got Spurs coming up at Wembley next weekend. That'll be prior to the battle for the Italian Supercoppa against Lazio on the 12th of August. That Italian Supercoppa on American soil a couple of times in the past. That's something they'll investigate again in the future. Additionally, the winners of Serie A. It's the winners of the Coppa Italia, the national knockout cup competition. Now can Roma come up with a moment of magic? Cengiz Ünder is capable. Gerson. Kolarov and Dżeko to pocket home. Level pegging. Edin Dżeko. He couldn't really miss from there, but timed his run perfectly. 1-1.
Well, it's the first time that Roma really moved the ball east to west very, very quickly. 1- and 2-touch football. Dżeko has worked his socks off this afternoon. He's a much better player than I gave him credit for when he was at Manchester City. Watch his movement here, Derek. He's determined to get on the end of this ball. He makes that dangerous run into the near post. What's this near post area? My favourite run in football. And he just taps the ball. That's what you get for very, very smart centre-forward play.
Edin Dżeko past the helpless Carlo Pizzolio. And Roma have cancelled out the earlier goal from Mario Mandżukić. Let's see if that will kickstart Juventus. I've been going through the motions just a bit for a few minutes, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, both teams lost their rhythm when the coaches went to to change so many players there. And here's a fast break now from Roma.
Cengiz Ünder wants it, but instead Edin Dżeko takes it on himself. Our next US Women's National Soccer Team Tournament of Nations matches tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific on ESPN2. They face Brazil at Qualcomm Stadium in San Diego. And our third US Women's Team game at the Tournament of Nations is Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific on ESPN2. It's against Japan at StubHub Center in Carson, California, the home, of course, of the LA Galaxy. Ian Dark and Julie Fowdy on duty for both games. Just received the official attendance, 33,039 for this clash of Italian heavyweights in Foxborough, Massachusetts.
Well, as we said earlier, it's an absolutely fantastic day to come and watch a sporting event. And as you said earlier, Derek, two giants of Serie A, Italian football, putting on a very, very good show for us today.
Mentioned earlier, the last 4 league meetings of the sides have gone with home advantage. There's, well, theoretically no home advantage today, although Juve certainly had the edge in terms of vocal support, in terms of overall numbers. Well, what can they produce here? Juve twisting and turning. Moise Kean, who's come on. Precocious talent.
Good defending actually from Fazio. Stood him up very, very well indeed. A couple of scissors, tried to make the defender off balance, failed to do so. Excellent defending.
That's how he pronounces it. Kean. 17. Douglas Costa. Tried to carve it back. It did stay in play. Barzagli up from the back for the set play. You're watching the International Champions Cup on ESPN, presented by Heineken. As you see on your screen, more than 33,000 here at Gillette Stadium. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage of the ICC this past week and a half. It's been a pleasure to bring you all the games from around the country. More to come, same time next year. Chiellini, not to look lively. Perotti moved towards him.
It was unfortunate.
Stefan Lichtsteiner carries it forward. The drawn matches at the ICC settled by means of the penalty shootout.
Plenty of people forward for Juve.
Lichtsteiner floats it in. There's Douglas Costa arriving. It's away by Cengiz Ünder.
Good tracking from Ünder. Young player doing his job. Excellent work by him.
Barzagli. Bruno Perez brings it under control. 7-year-old Brazilian. Former Torino player. Bernardeschi. Sturaro.
Very ambitious.
It's into the fort area, as it normally is for Revolution Games, Paul, which you know better than I.
That's what it's called. Nice hold-up play there from Kane. He's just come on as substitute. The ball was played into him. Nice little ball, just laid it off nice and simply. And, resulting in a pass out to his shot that went blasting over the top of the crossbar.
Leandro Castan shortly to come on for Roma. So Juan Manuel Iturbe. There's going to be an appearance made by Marco Tuminello, the youngster who scored the late winner against Tottenham.
I liked his cameo when he came onto the night. I thought he was very good, very mobile, clever with his finish.
Roma emboldened by that equaliser from Dżeko. Gerson has it taken away from him. The second was put in by Khedira. Gerson tries again. Bundled to the ground by Sturaro. And it's a free kick to Roma in a position of real menace.
Well, Sturaro not particularly happy with the decision. I am happy with the decision because I thought it was a foul. Gerson, very, very nice mover on the ball. Beautiful control, good pace, nice balance. There's a foul, a little bit more of a dangerous area here.
Well, there's Kolarov going to get one of these free kicks spot on.
He's had enough practice today.
It's an inviting angle, Paul.
It is, especially for that left foot. All options are on here. You can go top corner to the right, you can go top corner to the left. Keeping Solo guessing.
Kolarov, and Pinsolio takes the sting off it. Chiellini made the move towards the ball. Roma could be in a spot of bother here if Juventus pass it quickly, but wasn't incisive enough. Roma slow it down again. Bruno Perez with the pass to Maxime Gonalon.
Pinsolio, I'm not convinced about that handling there, Derek, from the free kick from Kolarov. If you're going to parry it, you've got to parry it away from the goal. You don't just drop it down.
Dżeko. Now Cengiz Ünder. Roma had been monitoring Cengiz Ünder for some time. Of course, Monchi now, the sporting director, the man who made a name for himself with Sevilla. Wonderful work for a long time, but Roma delighted to have Monchi on board. So continue the process of squad building. Target identifying.
Well, just on the tracking back on Lichtsteiner, I believe it is. Excellent work by the defender. He's just come on as a sub. Looked as though he may have clipped Lichtsteiner there, but there's the ball played through for the opening goal. Mandżukić, absolutely perfectly weighted pass, timed his run to perfection, went around the goalkeeper. Absolutely superb finish.
So Perotti, one of the players to depart as we watch this.
Well, there's Dżeko with the finish. Excellent ball. Initially out wide from Gerson to Kolarov. Kolarov using that old head, just put it into an area, said, OK, I'm going to put it into an area. You strikers get on the end of it, and Dżeko did exactly that, and off he comes. Great shift from him today for me. It's terrific.
Edin Dżeko. A great respect for Dżeko wherever he goes. Tuminello will be coming on as well as Iturbe. Juan Manuel Iturbe, who I heard the other day is of real interest to the German club Borussia Mönchengladbach. Hope to get him on loan with an option to buy. I think, to be fair, he's been in the shop window on Roma's part during this ICC. So a few more minutes to catch maybe someone else's eye.
Isn't everybody in the shop window?
Maybe you as well, Paul.
Those days are long, long gone.
7 minutes left. At the moment, heading for a penalty shootout. That's the last International Champions Cup match for this year on US soil. Douglas Costa. See if Roma can do something positive. They have won the free kick. Gerson going down after he received the pass from Lorenzo Pellegrini.
It's going to be interesting, Derek, for all the fans of Juve and Roma. Just when you see the substitutes coming in, you can see what the coaching staff and the sporting directors have done with the depth. Are players available to come in and do the job?
Bernardeschi. An excellent challenge that we put in on Bruno Perez. Asamoah. Sturaro. On for Bernardeschi to go after. Here's Cengiz Ünder. Bringing ahead of steam. Tuminello let it run through to Iturbe. No problems for Pinsoglio.
Yeah, he just couldn't generate enough power. It's excellent movement, excellent quick movement of the ball and movement of the players for Roma.
Now Douglas Costa not afraid to shoot from that sort of position, but it's a fine pass, and Bernardeschi. Well, perhaps he felt the pressure just a bit in his first Juve appearance.
Moreno, he just did enough, didn't he, Derek? Just did enough to come across him. He was committed there, Moreno. The strike came in. I just wonder whether Bernardeschi could have just come inside on him there. Dipped inside on his left foot. I mean, obviously that's his favoured foot. And then he could just pass it in the back of the net with his right peg.
Didn't join up with the team in Miami, the game against PSG. Instead, he's here in the Boston area. Hampson College, just finding his feet, really. As a substitute in the latter part of this match. Federico Bernardeschi. Chiellini. Seen quite a lot of late drama at the ICC. Juventus know all about that. Their match against PSG. Roma 2 in their last game versus Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah, Tuminello. I thought he fouled the Tottenham defender in the penalty area, but the referee didn't see it. It was a very clever finish from a young player.
Put away by Federico Fazio. Free kick here to Juventus. Khedira going down.
Just on there with he's put his foot in a couple of times. He's I like what I see actually, Derek, with him. He's not afraid to put his foot in. Looks very technical, good balance.
It's only 20. And through the ranks at Fluminense in Brazil. All eyes focused on Bernardeschi. See what he could produce. Well, there's the answer.
Nothing.
Stefan Lichtsteiner of Juventus throw. They're coming together there. Douglas Costa is met by Juan Manuel Iturbe. Juventus have got bodies in there. It's played over by Lichtsteiner. Cengiz Ünder away.
Well, I'm going to get some late drama here. Jorge Gonzalez is, I believe he's called a free kick on the edge of the box.
One or two of the Roma players unsure about that.
Yeah, well, I think there's a few people baffled by it.
Yeah. Well, it's an opportunity for Juventus near the end. A couple of minutes to go. Penalty shootout beckoning. Douglas Costa has spotted the ball, and he will fancy this angle. Naturally left-footed player as he is.
Absolutely, I think it's him. All ends up.
Marisol making sure all the angles have been accounted for. There's going to be Douglas Costa. He flashed it wide.
He tried to shape it into the right-hand corner. Was unable to do so. He hit it with some venom, though. Got everything behind it. Here it is. Left foot just tried to shape it. Just went the wrong side of the post.
Just a reminder, up next, it is Sports Centre with Zubin Mahenti and Nicole Briscoe. Coverage of Adrian Beltre's 3,000th hit. NFL training camp reports from the Patriots, Cowboys and Seahawks. And live coverage from the Drew League as James Harden and Chris Paul team up for the very first time. Penalty kicks by the look of things here. And again, we thought that on Tuesday and on Wednesday. Harrison, New Jersey and Miami, Florida, respectively. added time we'll get from Jorge Gonzalez. Just came off Barzagli, Lichtsteiner forward. And that is that. No additional time. And they will go straight to the penalty competition. Roma and Juventus. Mario Mandżukić with the opening goal of this contest. But that was offset by Edin Dżeko in the second half. 1-1 between these Italian sides. Penalties next. Alexei, 4 Eastern on ESPN. This is the scene at Gillette Stadium. Derek Ray with Paul Mariner. Roma 1, Juventus 1. Italy's top 2 from last season, trying to outdo each other from the penalty spot. That's the last game on US soil at the 2017 International Champions Cup. Mario Mandžukić in this game giving Juve the lead, but Edin Džeko coming up with the leveller. Most of the fans have decided to stick around for this post-match entertainment, Paul.
And we were just discussing, would the penalties be taken in front of the fort, where the vast majority of fans are, but it looks as though they've decided to go where there's not as many fans, so maybe they don't want too much drama.
It's going to be Roma first. Seeing everyone ready. So young Tuminello to begin this penalty shootout.
I think he's got a bright future, this kid. I really do.
Marco Tuminello. Up against Pinsoglio. Roma and Juventus from the penalty spot. Well, a bonus point. That's the way it works at the ICC. And the referee, I think, is ready now. Jorge Gonzalez. So Tuminello's had to wait for a few seconds. And it's denied. Pinsoglio gambling on direction and winning.
That's exactly what he did, Derek. Tuminello strikes it. He strikes it well, but as you say, it's a very, very good guess.
Stefan Lichtsteiner first up for Juventus. A man from Switzerland who could be leaving the club, could be heading for Nice in France. Lichtsteiner, and he puts it away. Juventus on the scoreboard in the penalty shootout.
Well, one of the most difficult places for a goalkeeper to get to, down low, almost in the side panel there. Hit with pace, cool, calm and collected. Alisson guessed correctly, but he had just a little bit too much pace on the ball.
Next it will be Lorenzo Pellegrini, a 21-year-old. Like the last couple of seasons at Sassuolo, playing under Eusebio Di Francesco. And Pellegrini.
Oh,
well.
From our angle, we thought he saved it.
It looked that way. I think Pinsoglio thought he had saved it, thought he had done enough. But in it spins.
Yeah, a little bit, maybe too much power. Got a good strong hand to it, but just spun it back into the goal. Guessed correctly again.
Andrea Barzagli will be the second to try his luck for Juve. Barzagli against Alisson. Confidently converted.
With aplomb, confidence, smile on his face. He steps up, the defender sends the keeper the wrong way. Beautiful pen.
Long walk now for Iturbe. Juan Manuel Iturbe. I said earlier, don't be surprised if he's playing his football somewhere else in the weeks ahead. Iturbe for Roma. And again, he gets a hand to it. The goalkeeper, Pinsoglio, unable to prevent it from going in.
Pinsoglio seems to be he guesses correctly almost every time. Again, it was just a little bit higher, that one. He was committed to going to ground, and he just couldn't get a strong enough arm on it to keep it out.
Federico Bernardeschi had a chance. Come his way near the end of the 90. The left foot of Bernardeschi, that's the way to do it. Juve perfect so far.
Pass it in the back of the net to the goalkeeper's right. The goalkeeper goes to the left. Simple thing, this penalty shootout. A very, very simple thing.
At the moment, failure to score by Tuminello, looming large in the story. Bruno Perez ambles forward. The fourth Roma shooter. Pinsoglio has been making the right decisions.
He has.
He's managed to save one. The stutter step and then the finish by Bruno Perez.
Very stylish. Little stutter step, a little stop, a little goal. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Here we go. Whoop, wait, look. There you go. Very dance-worthy.
They kept moving. And he made it happen. Sami Khedira. In the number 4 position for Juventus. Yet to miss. The Bianconeri. Khedira scores. It's going Juve's way as things stand. Roma know they need to score the next one. Will be Cengiz Ünder.
The youngster stepping up.
It's been a pretty good-natured penalty shootout, as you might imagine.
It has. until they lose.
Cengiz Ünder. Well, he keeps it going. 4-4, but Juve now with their first opportunity to win it.
Beautiful penalty. Absolutely fantastic penalty. Even if you guess correctly, there's no way that you can save that with the accuracy and the pace. Here's Douglas Costa walking, looks like a stroll in the park for him. No pressure. 35,000 watching. This is for all the onions.
Just recently joined Juventus from Bayern. Douglas Costa, a talented Brazilian. And if he puts it away, that will go in the books as a win on penalties for Max Allegri's side. Douglas Costa. Juventus get that bonus point. Fine penalty. 5-4 in the shootout to the old lady. Well, coming up next here on ESPN, it is Sports Centre with Zubin Mahenti and Nicole Briscoe. My thanks to Paul Mariner. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage. For our entire crew, this has been a presentation of ESPN. From me, Derek Ray, goodbye from Foxborough, Massachusetts.